World War II, also known as the Second World War, was a war fought from 1939 to 1945 in Europe and during much of the 1930s and 1940s in Asia. The war in Europe began on September 1st, 1939, with the invasion of Poland by the Nazi Germany, and concluded on September 2nd, 1945, with the official surrender of the last Axis nation, Japan. Four million German troops advanced over the Russian borders to attack Stalingrad, Moscow, and Leningrad. They managed to kill over 2 million Russians, though when winter hit, the German soldiers found themselves in summer uniforms. Not to mention, Stalin dropped in about 2 million troops to encircle the Germans when the Germans decided to attack the city of Stalingrad, thus resulting in a Soviet victory. The Nazi Party got a part of its power from disseminating an anti-Jewish propaganda. Over 6 million Jewish people who lived in Europe at the time had been part of an outcome of the final solution. In 1933, the Jewish population living in Europe lied at 9 million. 12 years later, almost 2 in every 3 European Jewish person had been killed. The Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor led to the United States entering World War II, and the bombing of Nagasaki and Hiroshima. The Japanese wanted to attack this Pacific area because the United States made a trade barrier on Japan. Thus, the Japanese wanted to break this trade barrier by destroying the United States of America's fleet units that were stopping the trade barrier. Joseph Stalin and Adolf Hitler signed the Non-Aggression Pact, meaning that they wouldn't attack each other, thus giving Russia and Germany a lot of time to work on improving their armies rather than focusing on fighting each other. Though this pact soon became broken, as it is said that Germany thought Russia would attack them when they least expected it. Because of this, they attacked Russia. Henry L. expected Germany to take over Russia in 3 months, but his calculations were off as the war went on for over a year. This resulted in the decline of Germany as a superpower. Germany surrenders and the war is over. In modern Germany, this day is known as the Day of Capitulation. They surrendered because they exhausted from the damages of World War II, and the damages the Russians inflicted on them when they decided to attack the USSR. They also surrendered because it was too late to gain a strong army the size that they previously had. There were millions of people taken prisoner of this war. An example of this is the 6 million Jews during the Holocaust. Australian prisoners of war. Over 22,000 Australians became prisoners of the war of the Japanese in Southeast Asia. The wave of Japanese victories, ending with the capture of the Netherlands, East Indies in March 1942, left in its wake a mass of Allied prisoners of war, including many Australians. 15,000 of the Australians were captured in Singapore. Other principal Australian prisoner of war groups were captured in Java, Timor, Ambon, and New Britain. Prisoners of war were formed into work parties to provide forced labor for the Japanese army.